When my family emigrated to Mexico, I was 6 years old. To avoid getting beat up at school, I acquired a quick tongue, fending off blows with storytelling. It was my superpower, so to speak. And maybe it launched me into a writing career, teaching me the power of narrative. Since setting foot in the Middle Kingdom, I've been following the Hu Line. It's an imaginary boundary that divides East and West China. More than 2 years later, it has steered me some 7,000 kilometers across 10 provinces. But as the end of this long traverse nears, the trail takes an unexpected turn. The idea was to walk all the way through China, more or less along the Hu Line, which goes from Yunnan to Heilongjiang. Because of world events, we decided one day we had to turn around. We were headed north, and we had to kind of do almost a 180 to go back south towards Dalian. But the good thing is, I go with a big heart, walking to Dalian. It'll be the first time I see the ocean in 11 years, and to be able to kind of walk to the sea as kind of my exit portal from China is a pretty wonderful thing. Joining me in Dalian to help close out this chapter of the journey are my local walking partners.
我在这之前就知道他要在离开中国的时候，希望他在中国行走期间的 walking partners 集合起来，有一个告别，有那么一个小小的仪式。这几天我想无论如何我要挤出这个时间来，所以把推掉了好多事情。
Yeah, we're gonna get off the big road, so it's gonna be a 37-kilometer day.
All right.
So let's do it. Yeah.
While the nature of foot travel is unpredictable, the power of this community has been constant. They are my brothers and sisters. It's through their eyes I've seen China, and their voices have been key to my storytelling.
And do I ask if he has any ice cream?
冰棒没有。他自己搞了一块冰，他在嚼冰。我在吃肥肉。
Salud.
他的这种速度，完全性的追不上。
In Chinese medicine,
It's bad.
Yeah, it's bad. Wet hair, and you cover it. That will give you headache.
She's planting the corn.
Well, tell her I wish her a good harvest this year.
大美刚之欢迎你，中国欢迎你。
Tuza. Tuza. Rabbit. I'll send him a picture of himself. Tuza.
Oh my God, how much my life has been expanded by knowing my friends here, and how much they have taught me. You walk with somebody, you talk with them for days, sometimes weeks, sometimes months. What my walking partners share is a universe. Every one of them is a universe, and it's their lives that I think I'll be carrying away from China. With all my walking partners here at the very end, it's both a gift and a reward for all of us to share the joy of completing the journey. We begin to reminisce about our time on the trail, sharing stories that remind us of our common humanity, the stories of us. The Tea-Horse Trail along the western frontiers of China is one of the longest and most dramatic trade routes of the ancient world. We had come to the former trading hub of Ya'an to learn about the lives of the tea pickers, but we found something else brewing.
Okay. 如愿客人来哦。
Yeah.
这是您的诗居吗？
Yeah.
哦。
That's good to know.
His name was Yu Chengshang, and he was larger than life. A gentleman in his 70s who lived in a temple on a hill where he wrote poetry.
你这个手唱
都在这里。
I know there is.
我给你报出来，你看吗？好的，好的，我给你报出来，你看一下。
Okay. All right.
All right.
I said, how many poems have you written? He said, I have 250 kilograms. He was talking about the papers weighed 250 kilograms of poems. He measured his poetry in kilograms.
2, then 2.
Oh.
谢谢 thank you. 谢谢 thank you. It's very nice. 谢谢了。
So your bag became heavier?
It's filled with poetry now, and poetry doesn't weigh anything. Poetry makes you lighter.
Uncle Yu didn't just write poetry. In fact, he was steeped in culture and tradition.
你看，莲花豆就从这里开始了。黄龙缠腰，蜻蜓点水。好，1。
Wow.
就是。
保罗先生说你是特别
Number
棒
one,
特别棒的。
I'm surprised, you don't have like a stream of young students from Yan coming up to the temple. This is like a movie, right? The old kung fu master living at the temple and coming up here to spend, a few days to train.
我就是在这寺庙里，也确实是在雅安来说，在武术界方面，我还是这个。
It's too almost superhuman that there be some old guy who's kind of living a bit like a hermit, away from his family, and he was doing martial arts every single day and also writing poems every single day. I found people like that, and those are the best stories about China to me, that kind of capture these remarkable individuals who have their own mission, their own vision, their own philosophy, because they're like teachers, right? They're teachers to me, and if I can do my job right, they could be teachers to my readers as well.
大哥，走啊！
开始走，我们推你。
我们走，我们推了。
Like any good story, the walk has been filled with twists and turns. Something my walking partners can attest to, having accompanied me from tropical Yunnan to now, Dalian, in the frosty northeast, where the journey will soon culminate. But what's made a lasting impression on me are the people and the landscapes.